Hey folks, Twisted Christian Julius here. I'm going to give you guys a quick update on Zion Oil and Gas, and I'm going to talk a little bit about where the ship is. Now, we did see the stock close out around 43 cents today, but one of the things that I do expect, and just because the elections are tomorrow, I do expect some fluctuation. I don't know how the stock market is going to go, and the things that I have learned about the stock market, even some of the best stocks that shouldn't be going down, do go down for whatever reason. And sometimes the Dow, or if the Dow's not doing well, it'll have an effect on a lot of other stocks. Or if the Nasdaq is not doing well, it can have an effect on a lot of other stocks. Now I am waiting. Yeah, that's one of the things that I am doing, especially as we do get closer, that I will be doing a lot more day trading. So with this stock now, just like many of you know, I do have stocks on Robinhood and on Webull, and I am trying to exit out of those platforms. I know some of you have said that you guys are still going to, some of you are going to keep your Robinhood. I'm actually keeping mine at least up until tax time next year. But one of the things is that Robinhood does have a lot of disadvantages, especially when it comes to trading early in the morning. And I've missed out on so many opportunities because I did not know that the stock markets were opening at 3 o'clock in the morning my time, and where you were doing pre-market trading. So that was something I did not discover when I first started trading. And so when I first started to trade, the first trading app that I actually downloaded and started to use was Robinhood. So that's what I was using at the time. I was just starting out, and ever since this whole situation with not just with Zion Oil and Gas, but Brixton Metals, the BBB stock, and that's when, in order for me to purchase it, I had to go and sign up under another platform and start buying the Brixton Metal stock. And so when Zion Oil and Gas, when they came off of NASDAQ and went to the OTC markets, I said, okay, well, I think now's the time. So there is the exit strategy, the 477, the prophetic. The way I look at it is one of the aspects to the 477 that we get from Johnny Currency 365 is that it's part of the Robinhood and Webull exit strategy. So we could sell them off, and by the time I get everything transferred, as you know, in all stocks, there's always a pullback. And I think that once we get everything transferred over from those platforms, we'll be back into another position when the stock has made its pullback. And that's why I told you all this from the beginning when they did transfer to the OTC markets. And if you're buying Zion Oil and Gas, you just start buying on the new platform and start building up those shares on your new platform, since you cannot buy on Robinhood or Webull. Okay, so right now we're looking at where the ship is at, and it looks like the BBC Bangkok is just outside the port of Constanta. So it actually has not started. It actually has not ported. It has not unloaded. It hasn't loaded anything right now. It's just sitting outside the port. So it appears, according to the timeline that Zion Oil gave us, it almost appears as if it's about a half a day behind, maybe somewhere around there. But it's not, from what I could tell, it's not too delayed. According to their operational update, it'll arrive November 2nd at the port. We expect a 2-day load time by a 6-day sail time, arriving on November the 10th. You got to remember, these guys are ahead of us. So to them right now, it's November the 3rd, early in the morning over there. So this ship, eventually it will be received into the port, and then they will unload and unload, and that's supposed to happen, that's supposed to take place over a 2-day time period. So as far as that, I'll just keep watch on it and make another video. Unless something else comes in between that time, I will make another video when the ship actually leaves Constanta, because that's going to be the most important, because we're going to be watching it. It's going to take 6 days to get from there to Israel, and I think as it gets closer and closer, we should see the stock go to a steady rise. I got to remember also too, there's anything could happen. There could be delays that could push the date out, which actually would probably keep the price around where it's at now, or maybe even a few cents lower, in my opinion. So we expect the BBC Bangkok ship to be there for at least a couple days. Then we'll see it take off. So it should arrive in Israel either by November 10th, where at least it's sitting outside the port, or early morning on the 11th. And that's what I'm looking at there. So my plan and strategy is that, of course, anytime that I'm available, as most of you know, I do work. And then also, because my father has been a little bit sicker lately, I've been having to go to his house twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, to give him all his shots and medications and make sure he eats and all that. He was doing it on his own for a while. Anyways, folks, as far as my plan and what I plan on doing, I plan on trying to day trade this, try to build up as many stocks as I can, and looking for those swings, and taking advantage of that from now all the way up until when the ship comes. Now, some people say, well, I don't want to take any chances. If you have, just throwing it out there, just say if you have 30,000 stocks, right? And you could turn around and play with maybe 5,000 of those stocks, to where you're buying low and then you're selling high. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy it. Most of you who are listening, you have already purchased the stock, and I'm just giving you my opinion, and giving my thoughts, and giving the updates, and giving you my thoughts on these updates. But by the time that this rig is up and going, I want to reach a certain point with the number of stocks that I want in this. And right now, the only way for me to do that, and try to do that as much as I can on a daily basis, is to try to swing trade it. That way I can take my profit and reinvest back into Zion Oil. The ship is just sitting right outside the port, so we are one more day closer to Zion Oil completing its mission, and as an investor, being able to take advantage of that and be able to bring some wealth into our lives. So guys, I'm glad you're able to listen to this update. We don't have that much further to go. Hopefully there is no delays, no more delays, at least from here until we can get. I think the most important thing is getting the rig to Israel and on site. From there, it doesn't matter the delays. I think just getting it there is going to be one of the most important pieces to this company, and the success of the company, that's going to bring success to the investors. Well, folks, thanks for listening. Please be safe out there. God bless. And with that being said, Twisted Christian out.